Hey guys, my sweet neighbor brought up my very wet box from laying by the mailbox in the snow. And we got these kids out the house. They went down to the neighbor's house to play in the snow. And it is time to unbox our latest cherry box from A Cherry on Top. So I'm excited to show you. It's a bunch of a random assortment of things, but it's things I've been wanting to buy and all things that I'm going to use are things I've been wanting to try. So let's dive in. Okay, I'm really excited. Oh, first of all, again, I say it all the time when I do my unboxings, but thank the Lord that, A Cherry on Top does such a good job packaging their stuff, because I mentioned, my box was wet. And it wasn't just because of the snow and he didn't want to go out my driveway, because he often leaves it laying at the end of the driveway, whether there's bad weather or not. So anyway, A Cherry on Top is amazing at packaging their stuff. And so everything is in bags and wrapped if it's breakable, and it's just going to be fine. Everything is going to be good, and it's not going to get wet. It's not going to be damaged. They are amazing. So I have been wanting to try, well, actually, in one of the cherry boxes pretty recently, within the last couple of times, there was a Distress Spritz spray, and I enjoyed using it. And so I was like, I want to expand what colors I have. And I use my Distress Oxides as splatter all the time. And so I thought that I would grab a couple of these guys and get to work with using those. And I tried to think of colors that I used quite often in mixed media. And so I went with a pink. I went with Quiche Flamingo. I actually only have the Distress ink of this one. I don't have Distress Oxide ink. And so I thought that was like a good color to pick. And then I also went with Salvage Patina because it's just a really beautiful, like turquoisey aqua color. And I think I just recently bought this one too, even though I've been eyeballing it for a while. So, okay. And also I love to use embossing powder. I have a lot of embossing powder. I used to be on the WOW design team, and WOW is awesome, but I didn't have any blue. I don't know why. I have like turquoise, but I didn't have any like bright blue. And there was this gorgeous Brutus Monroe embossing powder. It's called Polar, and it was just like blue, prize ribbon blue. And so I thought, let's grab that, because I've never tried embossing powder from Brutus Monroe. So I'm excited to try their brand of items, but also because the color was so beautiful. I think it'll be really good for some winter scrapping. So I grabbed that in the store because I don't remember what I was making the other day, and I thought, man, I really wish I had blue embossing powder. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger than I expected it to be, but that's okay. I have a plethora of paintbrushes, but all of the favorite ones that I have, and the ones that my children are not allowed to touch or use, are ones that I received in cherry boxes that I did not pick for myself. Of course, Jessica, who I think she has a hand in building the boxes, she's an artist and she knows what's good, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, let Jessica pick me a brush. So I thought, I'm going to try to build my brush collection a little bit, pick some nicer brushes that again, the children will not be allowed to use. And so I picked one of these because I don't have one that looks like this. Okay, so I'm not going to lie. I don't know what's up with this. Is it supposed to be like this? Is this just the way that you like protect the bristles? And then it dissolves up when you first use it? That's so interesting. I'm going to have to look that up. But I thought that the tip would be really good to paint with. And then I figure I did think it was smaller. So now I know. Look at this. This is nice. I'm kind of excited about this. I'm excited about this like pointy tip. And then if I like it, then maybe I'll go in and get a different size and get like a smaller one. But I'm excited to use that. And, and the brand is, let's see, Royal, I guess. Royal Soft Grip is what it's called. It has a lovely green tip. I love green. It's my favorite. Very wicked. Okay, so we'll get the boring stuff out of the way. I got some more magnetic sheets because I needed more. I love to buy dyes. I feel like, you know, when the zombie apocalypse comes and we're still crafting, we're not going to have new products. So we're just going to have to create our own. So we're going to have our dyes. And so I tried to kind of build my collection of dyes with things that I really will use a lot. And I needed some more storage, especially when I get like alpha dyes. They take a whole sheet up usually, sometimes a bit more than a sheet if they're bigger. So it was time for more of those. And speaking of dyes, I was making some shakers the other day. And so I decided to grab a dye that could be a nesting dye, and you could use a lot for shakers. So I picked this one. I actually have, I think, the circle of this. It's called Blanket Stitch from Pink Fresh. And so I love this because I can use it to create frames. So, I mean, they don't have to just be for shakers, but I would use them a lot for shakers. So you just do two, right? So like you do the one and you get a lovely oval, and you get the solid, right? But if you do two and you layer them up, you get a frame. And so you'll have it cut all the way around here. And I think that will be really nice. And I also think that I could use them as arches as well, which is a really hip shape right now, I feel like. And I have saved a few like inspirational layouts on like Instagram or whatever that have used arches, and I keep meaning to, and I'm like, oh, then I gotta get out my Cricut, because I don't love to use electronics and technology when I'm crafting, because I have to be on the computer all day for work. So I try to keep that at a minimum, although I do love to use cut files. But anyway, so that's why I wanted to use that. I feel like it's gonna be really versatile. Okay, a few more things. What do we have here? Oh, another dye. This one, when I was like searching for dyes to use as shaker things, and I think this one was actually indicated for a shaker, because you have, anyway, I saw this one and I just couldn't unsee it. I couldn't not get it because it was so cool, and I love dimension, right? So you have your inside dye. So it's going to cut this beautiful frame. It's a circle with like petals around the edge. But like what will happen is when this is cut, you can like lift these little leaves up. And so they don't like come apart, but you just lift them up and you have amazing dimension. And you could even like stick a little piece of foam tape back there. But then also you can very much use this as a shaker frame as well, because you have the outside piece that's cutting around. And so again, you're going to have, this is going to be flat on your card, and it's going to cut a whole piece, because is the circle going to cut out? Yes, the circle is going to cut out. But then that will be flat on your card, or you could cut out the whole piece and then you'll have a frame. So I'm excited to use both of these new dyes and create some shakers. And I have plans. I have ideas. What else we got? Oh, guys, I had to get this. So, my last name is Dill. I've always enjoyed playing with my last name. My husband doesn't think it's so funny. He had to grow up with it, but I think it's funny. We got a dog, our second dog that we used to have. His name was Pickles. His name was Pickles Dill. And this year has been the year of the pickle. Like everywhere I go, like there's always just been like punny little things around. But there have been so many things. Like we got a lot of pickle gifts for Christmas this year. And I saw this in the store and I had to get it. And I was like, I have to have this. And so it's a birthday stamp, but it totally doesn't have to be used for birthday. And it says, "You're kind of a big dill." I feel like I'm going to use that all the time. And then it has a pickle. And you can put some glasses on him or a hat. It's for to make cards. And I don't have any Brutus Monroe stamps either. Gosh, I'm trying to think if I have any Brutus Monroe products. I feel like I have something that Sarah influenced me to buy, but I'm not thinking off the top of my head what it is. But I had to buy this. I saw it and I was like, yes, it's called Birthday Pickle. We're almost done. So, last month I had a lot of All in Create in my order. And I've been using it. I've been loving it. And then I've had my eye on these for a while. And this month, I don't even know if I'm scheduled to create a Technique Tuesday for a cot this month. But the theme is mixed media, and I can still play along and create mixed media layouts to inspire you. And I have had my eye on these stencils for a while. So they're not like a square edge or a round edge or anything. It's just like a free flowing. And so I'm really excited to use this. It seems very sturdy. It's not gonna, I don't think, mess up when I go to clean it once I do my ink blending or my spritzing or whatever. But very intricate. You can just use part of it. It's got leaves and stuff, or you could use the whole thing. You can use it as a mask. I don't know. I feel like I could do a lot of fun things with this. Do it with like a gel press. That would be really fun. So I'm excited to play with this. I don't have any stencils, I don't think, that are this big. Again, along with the paintbrush, this is actually bigger than I expected it to be. But I'm okay with that. Like, it's not a problem. I think it's really beautiful. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. I tried, what was I doing? Oh, I know. I was creating my memory deck. So I'm doing, 2025, I'm doing, a weekly memory decks card with just like a favorite photo from the week. And you know, memory decks cards are pretty small. And I was like, what is something that is my go-to? And I thought, alphas, because I do have lots of alpha dies, but when you're doing something so fiddly and small, like sometimes it's just easier to go with stickers. And so I'm totally was like, I love to use my alphabet soup stickers from Doodlebug. I have brown ones and red ones, and I've about exhausted the red ones. I think I've used like most of the good letters. And so I decided to, buy myself another pack of those and maybe just kind of throw one in every order every so often to keep me replenished, because I go for these, especially because I like to do long titles. And so I will use my alpha dies and use a really long phrase, and I like to use different sizes of letters. And so I'll do bigger letters for like the more prominent word of the title, and then do some like subtitle or something with these. And so I grabbed some of those. Okay, and then last, we'll do this real quick. In the past year or so, we have really been in our fine arts era at the Dill House. And my boys are both in theater. They both take music. He's joined band at school this year. He's in chorus. And so I have a ton of musical photos that I haven't really scrapped very much of. But I saw this new collection from Photoplay, and I was like, yes, that's going to inspire me to scrap. I even have, like, right here, I have a photo of him printed already. There he is with his euphonium, because why wouldn't he choose an instrument that we have never heard of when he goes to band? And I wanted him to play drums, and he was like, I want to play the trumpet. And then he wasn't good at the trumpet, but for some reason he was like, euphonium. And I was like, what's a euphonium? FYI, it's a mini tuba, and it's very loud. And anyway, we're good at scratch. That was from his first concert in December of school. And they look so grown up. They have to wear like their black shirts and their ties. And so this is Photoplay Music Notes by Tracy Smith. I love the colors too. Good vibes only. It's a great day to make music. My kid, he is so musical, y'all. He plays the guitar. He has been tinkering on the piano, basically teaching himself how to play the piano. He's really amazing at reading music. He has mastered a little ocarina that we got at the Renaissance Festival. And so then he got a 12-hole ocarina, and he loves to play that. Also a very annoying sounded instrument. He got a little drum pad for Christmas, so he plays that, and the euphonium. And yeah, I'm really hoping that those guitar lessons pay off, and he maybe tries out for jazz band at school and gets to actually play, because we do at-home lessons, which is amazing, and we love our teacher, but he doesn't have any recitals for guitar, and I think it would be good for him to learn to play with other people. He did try to play with his brother on piano with his guitar for a Christmas song for me, because that was my wish and my desire, and it didn't go great. Let's get Forte. That's funny. That's cute. I like it. You are grand. Music moves you. That's a cute cut apart. That's a really great, like, obviously it's like a music paper, but also it's just a great, like, line paper. I think I could use that for so many things. 2 of each. So this one has a bunch of instruments, and I love the colors on it. Definitely see myself using that. A lovely wood grain. So, you know, even if you're not like super into music and just a little bit into music, you could totally use a lot of these papers in this collection. Some lovely music notes. And again, even if you don't play music or sing or anything, if you just love to listen to music and you want to document your Spotify Wrapped or something like that, this is a great collection for it. And every single paper so far has had a opposite side that is just totally non-musical in my opinion and can be used for anything. I love this. Love that. Love that a lot. Here, I'll show you like every opposite side. These are so good. I'm actually super impressed with this collection and I'm really loving it. Loving it a lot. We got some music notes. And then this says just a note. Just a note. Okay. And then that's fun. I don't know if that is musical or not. To me, it doesn't really mean much. Oh, it's someone singing. They're holding music and they're singing with their little mouth open. I see now. I see it. And then just a really muted teal color with some music notes on it that are very subtle. And then, one more. Just some words, and then another very muted with a maroon color background with some music notes and stuff. And then finally the sticker sheet that comes in the collection pack. I love photoplay collection packs. They're great. And they are really good about a lot of icons and not too many words. So I love my choir, band, orchestra. He's not an orchestra, but definitely a band, definitely a choir, chorus. Music is my sport. He's pretty much there now, although he does dance too with his like theater and everything. So I love this collection. Great buy. I'm really impressed with it. It's beautiful and I love all the pages on it. So I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. It's getting a little long. I'm going to link down below with all of the links for these items and my affiliate links if you are interested in buying them. They all came from A Cherry on Top. Go grab you a birthday pickle and have a great day. Bye, y'all.